Alright, bitches. It's time. It's fucking time. You know, I was doing some thinking, and after vigorously beating my meat, I've come to the conclusion that I am not popular. I average 20 fucking views per video, which is frankly pretty pathetic. You know, my comrade Dank Tank Productions, that fucker gets 150 views on average. I only get 7,000 views on one video because it was popular at the time. That motherfucker gets an average of 150 views, whereas I get like 2 every video. So, I'm not saying I'm giving up here, but that sucks, you know. I just want to be popular. I don't give a fuck. Let's get to it. The Sahara Desert. Alright. The camels have taken my family. Send help. Expected it to be hotter and had to bribe a camel for snacks. 2 out of 10. Pretty nice. Got arrested for climbing on big sand dunes though. Could have had more sand. It's a little hot, so bring your own air conditioning. Overall, had a great time. There is lots of sand to eat, not enough trees for shade. Also, I ended up bringing swimming gear for nothing because there was no water there. 1 out of 5. Too much sand. Too sandy. 0 out of 10. Will not come again. Was casually walking dehydrated when a scorpion the size of my hand, and I went to pat it, but it stung me, and I had to get my hand amputated by monkeys. And that's how I became George of the Jungle. 10 out of 10 would recommend. Way too hot and a lot of sand. Also, I died of a heat stroke. Anyway, I would really recommend going. I got this desert and dessert mixed up, so I was sad they didn't have any ice cream here because it's hot. Nice place though. Died of heat stroke. Highly recommend. About to die from dehydration, but overall had a good time. I tried to mow the sand with my dad's lawnmower and it said no. Don't comb the desert here. You won't find anything.
Baba Booey
proves Africa. I'm stuck in a quicksand as I was running from bandits. Overall, pretty awesome. Coverage could be better. Oasis is everywhere, or maybe I'm hallucinating. I would have given it 5 stars, but I docked one off because there wasn't enough sand. Be yourself and never surrender. It was overall pretty good, but I almost got ate by a camel. 2 out of 10, no water. It's terrible here. Our camel ate my sister. The sand people took my mom and dad, and there was no traveling cult that sacrificed my left leg. 0 out of 5 stars. I'm never coming back. I found a mystical diamond, but then a gigantic face in a sandstorm started to chase me. Do not drink the sand. Good place, but not really interesting. Good luck. The view was nice, but my camel kicked me off in the middle of nowhere. So I be in Libya, and my man Amare Zane Ikon came and offered me some water. Beat desert ever. Love the camels and sand. Died of dehydration, but overall great experience. Would recommend. I don't like sand. It's in my crack. I had to eat sand and to survive and thought it was a desert. Oh my fucking god. I had to eat sand to survive and thought it was a dessert, not a desert. So I was thoroughly disappointed. Do not go. Couldn't find, unfortunately, any good pub in the whole Sahara. Would be enough space for it though. I started an illegal shoe farm where I sell basketball rims to Estonians for cash. Enjoyed it. Ugly people though. Horrible experience. I wanted to go here to swim in the beach. There was no beach. It was over 200 degrees. I read a camel. It was cool. I met a guy, but he was just a puddle. Slavers were iced to give me water, but still tried to recruit me as some sort of rebel, although I like Ife. Nearly got sold on the black desert market by 2 camels. 1 out of 5 would not recommend. It was okay. It was pretty hot though, and I almost died like 17 times. Good if you like sand and no shade. Saw the sand made many sand castles, but couldn't find the beach. Tried drinking the sand out of dehydration. Not a good idea! Also, the camels can't be milked for water if done properly. Good luck everyone. It wasn't fun. For some reason, couldn't get Wi-Fi there. It was hard without TikTok. Anyway, a camel ate me and my family, and after we escaped, we were dead from the extreme heat. Would recommend going there. 10 out of 10. Seen too many camel toes for my liking. Wouldn't recommend. I don't like camels. I don't like sand. I don't like heat. You won't have a great time. I walked all over to try and find the beach, but there was too much sand. It was overpowering. Sand was a bit dry. Would take water. Man, you turn around for 1 second and your kid has already gone. My son found some quicksand to play in. Bruh, who would even go to a desert? The lack of refreshments was terrible. Worst desert I've ever been to. Flew over the whole thing and couldn't find a desert temple, sand village, or even a well. Also, my kid drowned in quicksand, which is a plus. Hot and cool. Wait, looks cool, but it's too hot because I like penguins and they cannot survive, so can't I? I couldn't find chicken there. Great place to go and lose yourself for a bit. Or forever. 11 out of 10. I found a cave and entered in suspiciously. I was running as I saw the pile of glowing gold. I took a step and slid into the pit and a snake jumped out at me as I ran to the pile. I reached for the gold but picked up a lamp instead. I cleaned the lamp by rubbing it and it exploded and a genie came out. He said he would grant me 3 wishes. I wished to be free from the pit, then I wished for unlimited pokey, and them I wished for. You will never know. 10 out of 10 best ever. Can I speak English just for once? Please. This is the one time I need to speak fluent English, and you just don't want me to. 10 out of 10 best desert ever. It is hot, sandy, and got camels. This is the best place to go if you are one of the 5 people on this planet who wants to get heat stroke. I stumbled upon an abandoned ruin where inside I found a chest full of gold. But as I removed this chest from its pedestal, the door began to shut close, then gallons of water began to rush in. Before I knew it, the room was surrounded by water. Just like that, my life flashed before my eyes, but suddenly, a cool-headedness went through my body, in which with my new power I possess, I began to drink the gallons of water. After then, I came to walls and broke a hole through it. In the end, I got a chest full of gold and nice experience. 10 out of 10 would recommend. If it weren't for the lack of strategically placed McDonald's, then I probably would have enjoyed myself more. What eye shame. Wouldn't recommend to anyone. Met a little man, kept grunting and demanding emeralds. I nearly died of dehydration, but still had a great experience. Found a village, but they only traded paper. Fell off a sand dune and popped my implant. Now I have to get plastic surgery again. Terrible place. Wouldn't recommend going to this crusty place. 0 out of 10. Even have a photo of the incident. I walked 1,000 miles and I did not find a desert temple. I call rigged. Service was terrible. I ordered a margarita, but no one delivered it to me. Such a scam. I also died of heat stroke, which is really annoying. My camel died, but it was worth it. Got a good tanning, but bad Wi-Fi. I found the desert temple, but when I went to loot it, there was no diamonds. What is a man supposed to do? Found an amazing establishment that was quite buried underneath the sand that let me know the Fire Nation is weakest during the lunar eclipse, when the sun is completely blocked by the moon, leaving the Fire Nation's bending capabilities non-existent. Went there on vacation and upset that I wasn't told there would be locust swarms during our stays. 2 stars only because our chef knows how to cook a really good locust casserole. Alright, I'm muting this fucking channel. Shut the fuck up now. Mute this fucking server. Mute this fucking server. Just mute them all. Mute them all. I'm trying to fucking do my shit. I'm trying to record my fucking video and you gotta be like, ba-doop, ba-doop. Too sandy and I couldn't find Indiana Jones. It is very hottest desert, was sold on the black market, held hostage by a rebel group, and very thirsty the entire time. Overall, poor service, would not come again. Tad bit warm for my taste, but otherwise a great place for family vacation. Oh, and half of us died from dehydration, but whatever, have a great day. Too much sand, but I did find a mending villager. I almost drowned in the water. 5 out of 5 would recommend. Man, not gonna lie, I tried getting to #sesame #street, but ended up here instead. Had to #eat my #camel. Found an oasis to swim in, but was soon overcrowded like a public swimming pool, and broke my ribs. Would recommend, but not for the faint of heart. I don't know, the sand tasted nice, but a bit gritty. Next time, probably add some spice or something.